Hello, my name is Rachel and I hate exercise. So today is the start of my 30-day hula hoop belt challenge. I don't know if you saw my video where I bought some hula hoop stuff off of Amazon because I want to try and learn how to hula hoop, but one of the things I got was this hula hoop exercise belt, which I'm hoping will help me learn the hip rotation motion so that I can then move to a real hula hoop, because right now I try to hula hoop and it just plummets to the ground. So for this challenge, what we're going to do, this is day one. We're going to do 30 days. Obviously, I'm not going to show me hula hooping every day for 10 minutes a day for 30 days. Actually, for the first 10 days, it's going to be 10 minutes. The second 10 days is going to be 15 minutes, and the last 10 days is going to be 20 minutes if things go according to plan. The other things I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep my calorie intake. I'm going to count calories for the most part. There'll be a few days that'll be cheat days that I'll be out with friends or whatever where I'm not going to pay attention to calories. But for the most part, I'm going to try and keep my calories between 1,500 and 2,000. I find when I keep my calories at 1,500, even when I'm completely sedentary and not exercising at all, I very slowly but do tend to shed weight, just keeping my calorie count at that. Although after my vacation, was that 2 weeks ago now, I fell off of that. I fell off that calorie counting train. I probably gained 5 or 10 pounds on vacation just from the nonstop alcohol and food consumption. But yes, so we're going to get back on track. Like I said, I am upping that from 15 to 2,000 calories because there's actually going to be some actual physical movement during this month. I actually bought a scale from Amazon for this. And all this stuff is from Amazon. The belt's also from Amazon. There will be associate links, of course, down in the description box below if you're interested in any of these products. But I did get this scale because I did not own a scale, because the last time I weighed myself, I weighed 199 pounds. So I just got rid of my scale and stopped weighing myself rather than, trying to get healthier. That's not entirely true. I did start also trying to get healthier, and that was probably like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. So I have shed some of that weight. That was from I was very stressed out and in a bad relationship, and you guys know how those sort of things can cause weight gain. So I'm still scared to get on a scale though. I'm still terrified of seeing what I weigh. I don't really want to know. But I figure for this to be accurate, I'm also going to do measurements, which I'll put up on the screen at some point somewhere. We'll also see if the measurements change at all. But I felt like, in a month, measurements might change very slightly because, you can't spot reduce. So it's going to be from everywhere. So I might only lose, maybe 1/8 of an inch off of places. And that's not a super noticeable... Oh, look, it comes with batteries. That's nice. But that's not like a super noticeable difference. But that could translate into, 10 pounds of weight loss. You don't know. So that's why I decided to get the scale as well, just to give us a better accounting of whether or not this actually does anything for me. My whole premise could be flawed. And here's the scale itself. I thought it was really pretty. And it was only like $15, so it wasn't expensive. It had decent reviews as being mostly accurate. I may not be reducing my calories enough. 2,000 calories might be too much even because this is just moderate exercise. It's not like I'm starting to run marathons or anything like that. Once you put it down, let it blank out, and then it goes back to 0. So it is cleared out at 0. Like I said, I have not weighed myself in many years. And I know it's just a number. But I'm not super excited about this. All right. Oh, also I didn't mention, the scale actually has an app that you can download and hook up with it for I don't know what reason, but that is a thing that you can do with it. All right, so I got on it 3 times just to see if it would give me the same weight all 3 times, because I read with some of these scales, sometimes if they're not super accurate, it'll be off by like a pound each time, but this has been exactly the same each time. I'm starting this journey out weighing 185 pounds, or 185.1 pounds. So I mean, roughly 15 pounds lighter than that last time I did weigh myself. And I probably gained a little more weight after that last time I weighed myself, because like I said, I didn't immediately go into get healthier mode because I was still in that relationship for like another probably year after that last time I weighed myself. So I was probably well over 200 pounds by the end of that relationship. So I've probably lost even more than 15 pounds. I've probably lost, you know, maybe even 20 pounds. I won't know because, like I said, I just gave up on weighing myself. But I am right at this moment 185.1 pounds. So we know where we're starting. And then this is the exercise belt. It just goes on like that. You just do this. Ah, dang it. Uh-oh. When I have strings, the strings get caught up in it and make it get stuck. But okay, here we go. All right, so now that's all it is to this thing, and I have no idea if that's going to be effective or not, but like I said, we are doing this for 30 days. Today will be day 1. You're not going to watch me do the whole 10 minutes. First 10 days will be 10 minutes a day. Second day, 10 days will be 15 minutes a day, and the last 10 days will be 20 minutes a day. And then at the end, every day I'm going to do a super quick check-in where I'm just be like checking in, and I'm going to give you how long I was able to do it without stopping each day. So like, you know, when I check in tomorrow, I will tell you that when I did my 10 minutes yesterday, I was able to go, I don't know, 2 minutes before I had to restart it, because you can see once you lose your momentum, you got to start over again. And I'll also let you know how many calories I had the day before. So although I won't be able to give that to you because it's the end of the day and I have no idea what everything I ate today. So day 1 won't have any calories, but starting on day 2, I'll be on day 3. I'll be able to give you calories for day 2. But anyway, so that's how this is going to go. I'm gonna, you know, be talking. Well, you guys aren't gonna see this for 30 days, but wish me luck. Hopefully, I get through this. Okay guys, so what I decided to do was do a 10-day review on my 30-day challenge. So instead of trying to keep track of 30, 10-second clips, every 10 days I'll just go, I've been keeping notes in a notebook, and I'll just go over how the challenge is going. So the first 10 days of the 30-day challenge. So day 1, what I did was the longest I was able to keep the hula hoop going, or the hula belt going, before I couldn't keep it going anymore, was only 44 seconds on day 1. I did a full 10 minutes, but I could only keep it, the longest I was able to keep it going for my first day, 10 minutes was 44 seconds, which was pretty terrible. I started at, I believe we just did the weigh-in, actually for me it was, more than 10 days ago, but you would have just seen the weigh-in. 185.1 pounds is where we're starting. I did do my measurements, and I actually measure 40, 33, 44. I think in my videos I always say I measure 40, 33, 43. Apparently my hips are 44. I also did my upper thigh at the thickest part is 26 inches, my calf at the thickest part is 16 inches, and my upper arm at the thickest part is 12 inches. So that's our baseline where we were starting before this 30-day challenge began. Now, day 2, I was actually able to keep it going for 1 minute 44 seconds, and I started counting my calories on day 2, and I was trying to keep my calories no more than 2,000, but tried to keep around 1,500 to 2,000. But day 1, I only had 1,250 calories. Or I mean, day 2. I didn't count calories day 1, but day 2, I had 1,250 calories. Day 3, I actually got it up to 4 minutes. I was able to keep it going for 4 minutes and had 1,930 calories. So I was definitely on the high end of calories that day. Day 4, I dropped back down to only keeping it going for 3 minutes with 1,850 calories. Day 5, I got to the 10 minutes on day 5. I was able to do the 10 minutes straight, no problem on day 5. 1,430 calories. Day 6, I dropped back down to 8 minutes and 30 seconds was the longest I could go, and 1,580 calories. Day 7, I went the full 10 minutes, no problem. I did not count calories that day. I skipped a day, no counting calories. But those were days that I went and hung out with Bryant, so we ate out and stuff, so I didn't bother with counting calories. Day 8, I was able to go the full 10 minutes. Like at this point, I'm able to just go the full amount of time with no problem. But I had 1,950 calories. Day 9, went the full 10 minutes with 1,300 calories. And day 10, went the full 10 minutes with 1,430 calories. And then I have already started my second period of 10 days, which is 15 minutes a day where I do the hula thing. But I will say for the hula thing, like once you figure it out, once you get that motion down to keep it going, it's such a small motion. I honestly don't think it's doing anything. I don't see how the exercise part is actually helping me exercise wise. Like I get a little warm towards the end of it, like especially now that I'm up to 15 minutes straight a day. And I might get a little warm towards the end of it, but I don't think my heart rate is increasing at all. And I definitely I'm not working up a sweat or anything. The last 10 days, I'll be up to 20 minutes. But I still like the motion is, like I said, it's just so tiny. I don't think it's actually going to be doing much for me. If I do end up losing any weight, because we're not going to do a final weigh until the end, just because, you know, your weight can fluctuate so much daily. It just seems pointless to do it daily. So I'm just gonna wait till the end. But if I actually do lose any weight from this, I'm gonna say it's from the calorie counting, not from the belt, because I really don't feel like it's doing anything. And it was fun at first, but it's already gotten kind of monotonous and boring. And I'm only a couple of days into the second $10 or 10-day block, and it's, like I said, it's gotten a little boring already. So we'll see. I still have at least 15. I think I have 16 days left to go in this challenge. So we'll see at the end. But once I'm done with the second 10-day chunk, I'll do the same thing I just did here, where I'll tell you. I can already tell you I've been able to keep it up for the full 15 minutes every day I've done it so far during the second part of the challenge. So that part, I think, now that I have the motion down, isn't a problem. I've been really lax on the calorie counting too, so I'm not hopeful that I'm going to lose anything, to be honest, because I don't think this is doing much, and I'm keep messing up on my keeping in my calorie range. But that's it for the first 10-day chunk. I will be talking to you guys in a minute about the second 10-day chunk. So I've finished the second 10-day stretch of my 30-day challenge. The second 10-day stretch was 15 minutes a day, and I am down to the point where I can just keep going with this. I can do the full 15 minutes without stopping. So day 11, just know that every day I did the full 15 minutes. I'm just going to read off the calories that I did consume on each day, or at least the days I counted. So day 11, 1,585 calories. Day 12, 2,250 calories. Days 13, 14, and 15, I didn't count calories. I was out with friends and eating and not paying attention, so I have no idea. Day 16, 2,150 calories. Day 17, 1,985 calories. Day 18, 2,010 calories. Day 19, 1,850 calories. And day 20, 1,950 calories. So as you can see, I've been definitely on the closer to 2,000 calories of my range. I wanted to keep from 1,500 to 2,000. And I'm definitely staying closer to that 2,000 than I am that 1,500. And 2,000 is sort of my, like, where I maintain. So, like I said, in my last 10-day review, I'm not real hopeful that this is actually going to, result in any sort of significant weight loss. I mean, I know it's only 30 days. So what is that? Like, at most, you should lose a pound a day. So at most, I would probably be losing 4 pounds anyway. I guess it'll really be in the measurements. My roommate seemed to think that my stomach area was looking a little tighter. I don't know. I'm not necessarily seeing that. I'm already pretty bored of this thing. I'm not sure how to make it more exciting. Like, I can do it while watching TV or whatever, but, still, it's kind of boring. But we have 10 more days to go, and these final 10 days, I will be doing this for 20 minutes a day. And then we will go over the results in 10 more days. I'll talk to you then. Alright guys, so I finally finished my 30-day hula hoop belt thing challenge. By the end of it, I had no problems going the full 20 minutes and keeping it going the full 20 minutes. The full 20 minutes for the last 10 days, because the last 10 days I did the full 20 minutes. I actually did work up a sweat, so I actually did feel like I was getting a little bit of workout with the 20 minutes. Like with the with the 10 minutes, I definitely didn't feel much. With the 15 minutes, I really didn't feel anything either. But by the time I got to 20 minutes, I was actually feeling like I might be getting a little bit of a workout. Let me go over, I guess, the final 10 days. Like, you know, obviously each of those days I did the full 20 minutes, but I just want to give you my calorie counts, because honestly I feel like if well, you know, I'll give you the totals here at the end too. And the little bit that I did lose, I feel like was probably more from watching my calories than anything else. But let's see here. Day 21, I had 2,150 calories. Again, my goal was to be anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 calories, so that day was a little bit over. Then day 22, 1,965 calories. Day 23, I wasn't counting. I probably went and hung out with Bryant or did something else that involved eating out with friends or something where I didn't bother counting. Day 24, 1,950 calories. Day 25, 1,200 calories. Day 26, 1,875 calories. Day 27, I didn't count calories. Then I skipped 2 days because I actually went out of town for a couple days. And then I came back. Day 28, 1,950 calories. Day 29, 1,830 calories. And day 30 was 1,750 calories. As you can see, my eating, I tend to eat closer to that 2,000 calorie mark. It's actually a struggle for me to, on most days, because there's a couple of days where I did keep it at that, you know, 1,500 calories, or a couple of days where it was even a little bit less. And but normally it's a struggle for me to eat that few calories. I'm an eater. But my final results, I do have final results. Let me go over where we started first, because, you know, for me it's been a while, but although for you it's only probably been like 10 minutes since I talked about that. 20 minutes since I talked about it. But anyway, I started out at 185.1 pounds. My measurements were 40, 33, 44. I always say 43, but really my hips were 44. I had a 26-inch thigh, 16-inch calf, and a 12-inch upper arm. So my final results, and I did actually weigh in at a little bit less, not a lot less, but a little bit less. My final results, I weighed in at 182.3 pounds. So I lost just under 3 pounds in a month, which I feel like you're supposed to lose a pound a week. So I wasn't on that, I guess, goal of weight loss. I lost less than 1 pound a week because I lost, you know, just under 3 pounds in 4 weeks. However, my measurements, there were a couple of small changes, but my like, you know, breast, waist, hip measurements did not change at all. They're still 40, 33, 44. There was no change in those 3 measurements. However, my thigh lost half an inch. I went from a 26-inch thigh to a 25.5-inch thigh. And my calf lost a 1/4 inch. I went from a 16-inch calf to a 15.75-inch calf. So that was interesting. However, my upper arm stayed the same at 12 inches. So I guess, like I said, I don't know if the belt actually did anything or helped in any way. And it's also interesting that where I did lose a little bit of inches was in my legs. I know you can't spot reduce, but, you know, not in my hips or midsection where I felt like more of the motion was. So you'd think that would maybe have toned up a little, and that might have been where I shrunk a little, but nope. I guess it was my legs that toned up a little. But yeah, so, you know, not spectacular results, but yeah, there were some results. Again, it could have just been because of actually paying attention to what I ate for the most part and keeping those calories under 2,000. I kind of feel like my next 30-day challenge, although it's going to be a super hard one for me, even though it doesn't involve exercise, should be 30 days of eating 1,500 calories or less. Because I feel like I would have the same results or even better results if I just did that for 30 days. So maybe I'll do that as my next 30-day challenge, because I do want to do another 30-day challenge. I feel like it's help keep me motivated as far as, you know, being a little more careful with food consumption and exercising a little bit more. But I haven't decided yet if I want to do like just a calorie reducing challenge or the regular hula hoop challenge. Let me know what you think about that down in the comment section below. What you would be more interested in. Would you want to see a 30-day challenge of me just cutting calories to 1500, or would you want to see a 30-day challenge of me trying to do the real hula hoop? Which, by the way, I still can't do it all, so this belt did not train me to do a real hula hoop at all. Really quick, I just wanted to show you the motion. All the motion was to keep it going. Like when you saw me trying in the beginning, you saw that I was doing like really exaggerated motions. Apparently that's not what you need to do to keep this going. What you need to do to keep this going is a very small motion. Just this little bit of side to side. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you can even travel a little bit, just to keep it interesting. That actually might be where I was toning the legs when I kept doing the spinning thing, because that does work the legs a little bit. But yeah, that's it. There's hardly any motion to it at all. So it's an interesting thing. Again, I don't know if it's actually doing anything, but let me stop that. But what I am going to do is I am going to do an impromptu giveaway on this thing, because I don't think that I'm going to keep using it, because like I said, I just don't feel like it was really doing much for me, and I feel like I should move on at some point to the, somewhere over here, the regular, oh, it's over there, to move on to the regular hula hoop. I feel like that would be a better and even more full body sort of exercise, because it's a weighted hula hoop, so you can like move it from, you spin it on your arms and all sorts of stuff. And I do really want to learn how to use a real hula hoop, and like I said, this hasn't helped me with that at all. I've tried and I still can't do the real hula hoop, so I think at some point I will have to do a 30-day challenge on that just so I can learn how to use it. But I am going to give this away to one of you guys. This is going to be one of my impromptu giveaways, so I apologize in advance. It will be shipping within the United States only. This thing's kind of heavy. I definitely could not afford to send this international shipping, but it will be in pieces because I'm going to break it down to send it to you. And so when it came to me in a bunch of these little like 2-part chunks. And there are still 3 sections. So I have sorry, new dress. I haven't taken the tags off yet. But anyway, so there are 3 new sections you can add to it. I currently have it to fit my 33-inch waist. I think each of these sections is like 2 inches. So I feel like you could go 6 more inches. So up to, I think this would work for up to a 39-inch waist if I'm looking at that correctly. But that's like I said, it'll be in sections like this because that's the way I'll break it down to ship it to you. That's the way it came to me. And what you do is you just put that little tab in there, and then you just lock these, and you just put in as many as you need to fit your waist. And it definitely could fit a smaller waist because you can take sections out, or it could go up to, I'm guessing this is about 6 inches. Actually, this is almost 10 inches. So it could maybe go up to a 43-inch waist. But to enter, again, impromptu giveaway rules, United States only, must be 18 years old or older to enter. I have no idea when I'll be accepting entries too, because I don't know when this video is going up, but I will be putting a date somewhere on the screen, probably at the bottom. I always say at the top, but I usually put it at the bottom, letting you know when I'll be accepting entries too. It won't be super long, maybe 4 or 5 days, I'll be accepting entries. And yeah, you just have to like the video, comment on the video, all the normal stuff. Fill out the Google form. Always the most important part of my giveaways. You have to find the Google form that'll be down in the description box below and enter your email address I can contact you at and your YouTube username. And that's just the name that shows up when you leave a comment on a YouTube video, just so I can come over here and make sure you actually left a comment on the video, because that's one of the rules. But you don't have to actually have a channel or anything. You just have to give me your YouTube username and your email address. That's all you have to do to enter. Everything else I said, read everything down below, because I always forget things, and it'll be down in the description box below, just so you make sure you get the entry right if you are interested in trying this belt out. Also, just wanted to mention really quick, because I keep doing this in black velvet dresses, the little like massagey things in there are dyed black. just to point that out so you don't freak out when you see it. That's just because I keep doing this in black velvet dresses. So I guess that's it. Let me know what you thought about all of this down in the comments below. Have you used one of these before? Do you feel like it actually helped you any at all? I felt like it was fun at first, but then it just kind of got repetitive and boring for me. So, you know, like at the end there, those 20 minutes, that's the other thing, like once you get that motion down, I would just sit there and play on my phone for 20 minutes and I could still keep it going. So it's like, that's why I just don't feel like it's, you know, that necessarily that effective, but I don't know. It could have been. It could have had something to do with those couple of pounds. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below, and if you did want to give this a try, feel free to enter to win it. But that was my 30-day hula hoop belt challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, feel free to give it a thumbs down, and please tell us all about it in the comments below. And please subscribe to the channel. And I hope everyone is just staying happy, healthy, and safe in this incredibly crazy world we're living in. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.